I'm Audrey on the Audrey Johnson Show. I'm standing here with Aaron and Bruce. Bruce, I'm going to have you pronounce for the world because you have one of those cute, exotic names. Your last name, and with my accent, it goes differently.
Okay, I'll try to do it with your accent. Sallan. No, it's Sallan. It's like Alan with an S. And, you know, the story behind my name actually is the story of New York and the story of America. My father was basically was Jewish. And when he was practicing his profession, there was anti-Semitism yeah, I know, you told me that. When he was practicing his profession, he was a dental technician, a blue-collar worker, there was a lot of anti-Semitism, as there was in so many different, ways in America. Racism, anti-Semitism. And his given name, was Solomon, which was blatantly Jewish. So he decided, and a lot of Jews did this because they had to. He had to change his name to be non-obvious. So he just made up the name Sallan. It has no history. But my given name is Solomon. And I think that's what America is. You come to New York and you see people from every country imaginable. There's no one language spoken among 10 people in a crowd. That's what's brilliant about it. Disney, of course, was the communication to the world. Every parent at some point goes through Disney phase. Aaron, if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron loved Mary Poppins when he was little. Did you not? And so one of the many things we did, it turned out we went to see the first show, which is Memphis, which is a really incredible musical that is about the evolution of rock and roll, also about when there was prejudice, when black artists weren't given their due, and a white DJ, it's fictional though, helped make it happen and helped them cross over. So ironically, it's the same thing, the story of America getting out of those bad days of racism and sexism and anti-Semitism. So that play was the first play. Aaron, unlike any number of kids his age who would say, oh, this isn't cool, I don't want to go to Broadway, it's just, his eyes lit up from that first play. So we ended up going to 3 more in 4 days, including, ironically, Mary Poppins. So, and Aaron was just, the only word I can describe it is, I think he was in heaven. Is that a close description?
Aaron, were you in heaven?
Yeah, not particularly at Mary Poppins, but we felt out of all the plays we saw that Mary Poppins was the weakest, but because it's so generic and it's overdone, and I really liked the other two, and then
and what were the other two?
Well, there were 3, but I liked Memphis and Spider-Man the best.
Okay. But there was one number we really liked that was pretty darn incredible in Mary Poppins. Which number was that?
Step in Time, I think it was called.
And it was a great tap dancing number, just spirited and energetic, but the rest of the play was just a little formulaic, which is Disney. But when you're a certain age, Disney, the formula of Disney, which, by the way, one of the parts that I find kind of interesting and maybe even disturbing is the formula of Disney is always that a parent dies.
Yes.
Okay, Bambi, in the first 5 minutes, Bambi's mother dies in a forest fire. I was traumatized for 10 years because of Bambi's mother dying. In Lion King, Dad dies in a stampede. Okay, Snow White is orphaned. Wow. I mean, even what's the one, Nemo, Finding Nemo? Trying to find the mother dies. I mean, it's funny, but there's one other thing I just have to say, even though it's not necessarily relevant, but since we're in front of a store that does media, one of my current passions is the fact that dads are now, today, in 2011, are the only group that media and entertainment feel they can make fun of in every which way. So, when I grew up, we had Leave It to Beaver, Father Knows Best, My 3 Sons, all these great men and models that were dads. Now we have Charlie Sheen, Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, and all these people that, are buffoons. Yeah. And as a dad, one of my missions is to say, we're not buffoons. We can make fun of us, but let's occasionally show a dad that knows what he's doing, occasionally a dad that's likable and not just a goof off. You can't touch moms. If you say something bad about a mom, you're just whack, like that. But dads, it's okay. It's open season. It's like the last minority that mainstream media can disparage. And that bugs the heck out of me.
And he has the authority to speak like that because he is the author of A Dad's Point of View.
We are half the equation.
Exactly. And also the mom's point of view, too. So, Aaron, let's go back to you. This is amazing to have a dad, not only the author of the Dad's Point of View, but a dad who's excited and so jolly and so full of life and bringing education to all of us. How does it feel to be the son of that?
Well, he embarrasses me mostly. I don't know. He talks to every single person we meet.
That's how I met him.
Exactly.
And now you're on your show, the next Oprah, the next Audrey big show.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't know what.
You just embarrassed him.
He's doing great, but as I tell him, I am obviously a little bit, I have a little bit of energy, and sometimes, if not all the time, I certainly do feel my job is to embarrass my son. But a great example, outside of Spider-Man, okay? I wish he'd let me share you the picture. Outside of Spider-Man, he's in the store looking at all the souvenirs, which we all felt were too expensive. And Aaron has a great sense of economy. He knows, what's worth it, what's not. And he would have liked a souvenir, but he's not going to spend $45 for a T-shirt. He knows better than that. While he's in there, the theater's emptying. It's after the show. I notice a couple girls Aaron's age, and they're just talking and they're excited. And so, of course, I go up and talk to them. Turns out they're with a group from Northern California, and there were like 8 girls. And so I tell them, I tell them about my son, and they go, "What's his name?" And I say, "It's Aaron Sallan." They go, "Is he on Facebook?" "Yeah, he's on Facebook." "Oh, well, we want to meet him. We want to meet him," because I told them that I was a writer and everything. So Aaron comes out, and I go, "Aaron, get in the middle." And I got this picture with him and 8 of the cutest girls imaginable. But the expression on his face was the classic, Dad, you're doing it again. And I said, later on in life, you will look back at that picture and say, I'm in a picture with 8 hot girls. That's a good thing.
That I never met.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Strangers.
You're going to meet them. Anyway.